thank you very much for a wonderful.
Thank you.
As an actor, from the research on this post-traumatic condition that you guys suffer, was there one or two things very important that helped you develop the character of Chris in terms of the reason for his behavior, whether in combat and not?
Question about the research that Bradley did into post-traumatic stress and how that had formed his interpretation of the character.
I always approach everything the same way. Basically, you start with the script and everything goes from there. This was different. The only other time I had played a real human being was actually Joseph Merrick. And so there's all this source material. So this was different. But I didn't go about it in the way of like trying to find a place where he would be in his mind. It really was just a place where I could believe that I'm him. And so I actually started in a very external way. I mean, I knew that there was no way in hell I'd ever believe I'm a guy that anybody would call the legend unless I gained the weight and got strong. And because it's just something that happens to your whole chemistry when you're 230 pounds and most of it's muscle. It just changes you, changes the way you walk and everything. And also the way he talked was very specific. Growing up in Odessa, living in Midlothian, but he was a SEAL, so he's been all over the world. Depending on what interview he was given and who he was talking to, he would change his accent a little bit. And that I knew if I didn't get the voice and the body right, there's no way that me personally I'd be able to believe I'm him. So that's actually where I started from. It was two very external things, but once that, and then also learning how to run a gun in a very sort of meaty way compared to the way he did. But then from there, it just was about constantly going over, watching. I mean, it's so interesting when you think about how life works. This guy, if he had known that, I was watching video of him from, November 13th, because the videos had the date, and I'm sitting there watching this guy's life and knowing that in 2 months he's going to be dead. It's just such a crazy thing when I was doing research. And that he would know that there's just some guy from Philadelphia that's going to watch and repeat everything that he's ever said on film or in an interview like 1,000 times. It's just such a crazy thing. But, it's that source material and learning how he breathes and moves and then talking to Taya and being with his family. That's where it all started to just happen. And so it got to a point where I showed up and I felt like I was just him. And then I just let it go. I didn't think I didn't think about anything else. It was just, now I've done the work and let's just show up and talk to her, and that's it. But that was really, and then we're in the editing room and we piece it together.